Okay guys, I'm back in Genshin Impact. Time to continue Act 1. We finished the Shadow Realm part of the story, so I guess we go back to the train. Use the Eye of Grey to call the train. That's not the Eye of Grey. Wait, that's not the Eye of Grey. I believe it's this. Alright. Call the train. Board the train and head for Snezhnaya. Alright. Oh, so now this is the first time we actually have all this stuff here. Enter shooting range. Alright, let's continue. And I assume we just arrived? Or are we just moving? Okay. Yeah, I guess we just moved. Yeah. Okay, we're still here. We're about to go new territory.
They really had to build the railroad over a canyon, huh?
You might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident.
Yeah. Holy shit. I never get to see this part of the map.
That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
Actually, yeah.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the residents of the nearby town of Svietlo-Lidovka steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnagrad's just up ahead.
The domain should be down there somewhere. I need to open the domain. Central Station. Ah, this is where in co-op we tried, me and Lawrence tried to go, but because of the Paimon barrier we can't even explore. Alright, we're finally here.
Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnagrad train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so majestic! Just flying from one side to the other would probably leave Paimon out of breath!
It's built for maximum efficiency. But yes, transferring trains here can be a little tiring. In the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, come with me. Let's get Paimon checked out. This way. There's a lift car that goes straight to Sapoliarni.
I see a waypoint.
Even if I wanted to help, there's nothing I can do.
Central Railway Hub. What? Okay. I kind of want to talk to all these NPCs. But maybe later. Alright, go to the elevator.
Look! Look! They have really funny looking heads! And those ones are about the same height as Paimon!
Oh,
But it looks like they can't fly!
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy.
Volkudlak,
You'll also see the Winged Vila and the Snowborn Snegovik amongst others.
Vila and Snegovik.
No wonder!
Mokame? I was like, what do you mean I like food? And then I realized this is Mokame.
See it now.
Okay. There. Elevator. Oh, this is an elevator? I guess, okay.
To the left is the Market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets.
Okay,
To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
I've seen the theater in co-op.
Look at that! Incredible!
Statue, finally. Okay, Snezhnaya, yep. In co-op I have went here already. Central Station. So this is Snezhnaya. Okay, so we have like 3 more statues to open. We only got like 1. Alright, go to Zapoliani Palace, I guess. Holy shit. Yep.
Wow! Snezhnaya is stunning! Seeing it with our own eyes makes all the trouble we went through to get here worth it!
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. The prices here are crazy. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I fetch the doctor.
Is that gonna be stunningly expensive too?
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny, but I highly doubt they'd meet your standards. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, 4-legged roommates come out to play, sharpening their claws on the roof beams and floorboards.
Yep, no way. Not a chance Paimon's staying anywhere like that. Maybe we can split the cost of the room between us? Paimon still has some savings left.
Well, it's expensive, so Paimon wants to cover her.
Fine then. It's your treat. Paimon will save her money for buying a nice little cake. Don't worry, you'll get some too.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, there's a few places around here worth seeing. This way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters.
I don't think we've... I don't think I've gone into the palace yet.
The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui.
Glupov. Glupov, present mayor, is the fifth of the Harbingers, the Rooster.
Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important research happens there too. And over there is the Snezhnaya Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions.
So I've seen
These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah, they probably have super strict security. We're not looking for trouble right now.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right here.
This? The Adventurers Guild is one big building. Well, of course, it's not like every other place.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot. Do you know where we can find a crafting bench?
Forbidden? Alchemy is forbidden, right? In Snezhnaya?
No one practices alchemy in Snezhnegrad, I'm afraid. Apparently there's some historical reason for it.
Oh. We'll just have to use the one on the train then.
Yeah, that's the only way we can...
Kinda inconvenient. Wait, how come there's one on the train if that's Snezhnayan too?
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here any less convenient. Anyway...
It's forbidden to
finally,
use alchemy.
There's only in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a few shops too. Worth a look around if you're interested. That's about it. You guys go ahead and get checked in while I track down my doctor friend.
Sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations. It'll be good to get out of the cold wind. Paimon's starting to feel another headache coming on.
Podvorye restaurant is right this way.
The restaurant. Okay. Waypoint. Oh, this front is the Catherine. Okay. Beware of the cold weather. God damn. This Ryu. Okay. So, welcome. Catherine, no voice. Okay. No matter where you are. Yeah, true. It's highly impractical to require adventures to all the way back. We can use the train, right? Prime Ice Communicator comes in. Whether you're in Natlan or Snezhnaya, the guild will always be behind our adventures. Can we use this outside of Snezhnaya? That'll be great. Yeah, it's only in the train, right? Yeah, even when you're on a train. But only when you're in the train. Anytime, anywhere on the train. Okay lah, at least on the train is wherever you're going. Okay, well, go to the restaurant. Yeah, yesterday midnight when I was exploring, I did see this place. How many waypoints are in the main town? Wait. Yes, more more plants. Okay. How many waypoints are in here? There's one at the Adventurers Guild, there's one over here. Okay. Now let's go to the restaurant. This is actually my second time here.
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. You're right. No need to push ourselves too hard for no reason. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next. Obviously, a million more questions.
Yeah, of course.
What is this Aritza planning? Sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a ton of energy. But we won't get to see her anytime soon. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now
we don't have
is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Not word on the street type of info. Paimon can't think of a few people who might be able to help us. But...
True. We can ask any of the Fatui, the Harbingers, basically. Sandrone? Your child is here?
Right! And when we left Nocrai, Sandrone specifically
Speaking of
left a
Sandrone.
message reminding us which side we're on.
So we can't even ask her. Huh.
So, it's unlikely they tell us anything
Still worth
confidential
asking,
about
yeah.
the Tsaritsa's grand plan.
Maybe we can learn some non-confidential, yeah.
Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Glupov place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose, so it'd be a waste not to go. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Sandrone?
Child.
Or possibly Tartaglia. But it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino, let alone Sandrone. She basically told us to stay in her lane already.
Is Child here?
Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad
He
we
was in
missed him
Nocrai
Nocrai.
too.
Apparently, he came to help out.
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
Yes.
That's Alosha. Come in.
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you
Oh,
is
the
feeling a
doctor.
little under the weather. I see. So you're my
Speaking of-
patient today,
Not
yes?
well.
And you're, Faye, I presume?
My cough is coming back. God damn it. Yeah. You're a Fae.
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Fae as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
Everyone's thinking Paimon's a Fae in Snezhnaya, huh? Whereas everywhere else, we don't know what Paimon is.
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans.
So it's not Fae.
But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae.
But
I've
she is
even
not Fae
diagnosed
though.
plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of expertise.
Okay.
It'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we?
I guess.
More like you don't eat enough. The more talking you do, the more you need to eat.
Yeah, no.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't
This
think
is like
it's
the
anything
only
serious.
time you see Paimon sitting
More
down.
than likely, you've just caught a cold.
Hold on. Wait for. I need to take 5 or what? I'm becoming sick as Paimon.
I can give you some medicine to tide you over. But as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now. Time to visit my next patients.
Okay.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right, then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. The boss there knows how to reach me. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm.
Alright.
Alright, time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
Oh shit, we're going to gloop off. Find Child, okay. We can actually just ask anyone else like Sandrone or Alakino, but just the logic is there lah. They already said
If there's anything you need, please let me know.
actually, do you sell recipes? Yes. That's all I need. 23, 20, 18, 28. Alright. There's probably some more that I can buy from, but I'll see that later. So no Paimon, huh? Actually. Okay. Oh. It's in here. Wow. Can we actually just go in and talk to a Harbinger? Can we just enter Glupov just like that? I don't think it's that easy. Please focus experience. Don't trigger any other quests. It's time for lucky, but huh? Sure. I like where people can give hints about something. Maybe there's a chest nearby or world quest here or whatever. But sometimes it doesn't make sense. Citadel of Fools. What? I need to hear this music. Holy shit. The music! The Fatui music! The Harbinger music!
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit.
Could you pass along the message?
Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per the advertised booking process and wait until your invitation letter is issued.
Okay.
Might I ask who you're hoping to visit?
Child Tartaglia?
Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here. You don't just show up and land a meeting with the Harbinger. But I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly, it's such a waste of time asking when I already know what the answer's gonna be. Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Child is unavailable, you'll have to go through the proper procedure.
No sign to
Lord
tell
Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. No point waiting any longer.
Alright then.
Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov for extended periods. Next time, stick to the rules.
Sandrone?
You'll make life easier for both of us,
Well, never mind. I mean, any Harbinger that we met.
Greetings, Lady Marionette.
My reaction exactly.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's his first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that he doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to report. Whew. That was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
This gentleman's very accommodating.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, where's Paimon? Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor?
Yes.
I can get you one if you need.
Already handle all that, it's fine.
All right then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problems. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment, nothing.
And we thought calling for Sandrone would not be a good idea. Well...
And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to see this mystery guest for myself. Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a Harbinger, I have to lead by example. On the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class, unlike Nasha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there.
Books.
Your treat, of course. Because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. That's why.
Sure, alright, whatever. Go with Sandrone to Torchlight Books. So I assume we can't just walk in now. Alright. I want the waypoint there. Can I just open the waypoint? That should be fine. Okay, so... Wait, that's literally behind the restaurant. Plus I also have Sandrone. So...
How tiresome. Pick up the pace.
Wait, this area? What's going on here? Is this a world quest? Fire, water, one more. Ah. Oh, it's the drunk. Okay. It's blocking the way. Or something more to his face. Okay. Sure. Alright, let's go in here. No, it's not here. over here.
I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste.
I'm sure you mostly ordered for yourself.
Okay, let's get down to business.
Fagio.
I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia per se. You just want information,
True.
right?
Yep, you got it, but how's he doing anyway? What's he up to?
Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know.
Counselor, huh?
That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnaya Archon by now.
Yeah.
Well, he's busy preparing some paperwork for their next meeting. They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuja. It's basically all anyone cares about in the Vecha these days.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't he? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester, Piero, before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia.
Why is even Alyosha here? Okay.
I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good all the way back then.
Yeah.
But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan had concluded.
Why Tartaglia?
That was his reaction too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his
simple, right?
face.
Why me? Is it?
He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his young comrade.
Number 1 with number 11. Wow.
By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it.
Actually, not Columbina. God damn it.
Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia about it sometime.
Well, we were there. About the Liu situation. God damn it.
Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Piero revealed the letter he'd left behind. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui. Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But there's one other reason why Capitano chose Tartaglia to assume command of his troops. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army like vultures. With the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster Pulcinella and Regrator Pantalone.
Okay.
Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be able to stop them.
I mean, I wanted to see about Pantalone as well. About Northland Bank, yeah, okay.
So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right? Exactly. Piero also needed to back a Harbinger as soon as possible. And, all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice.
Okay.
Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call.
So that's why we saw
Anyone else caught
in
in
the
this
trailer,
situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry.
Tartaglia's opposing what I mean not say opposing, yeah, it's like on different sides or something like that.
His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone.
Okay.
But seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time. What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea?
If you don't spill a little tea.
Besides, none of this is confidential anyway.
Yeah,
Ask
okay.
any journalist out there. They'll give you all the lurid details.
Alright, so this is not confidential, so it's fine to know all this info.
You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnaya Archon. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken, it plays out for all to see in that one little room. Having a voice in the Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector, and Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldiers.
Oh.
Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved.
This is politics.
And the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity. It must be nearly impossible to come up with a perfect solution.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. Time for you to answer a question of mine.
What is it?
You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me?
Are you jealous?
Huh? Jealous? As if. Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is.
Actually, yes, that's what it is.
Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Not Cry, right?
Yeah, you said but don't expect us to be on the same side. Whatever.
I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? You... fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately.
God damn
Always
it.
beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk. I'll look at it later.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Oh no, what is it?
Isn't it always?
Isn't
I've
it
told you
always?
before. Fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
Is it? Is it that?
The equipment in Svietlo-Laidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation. But we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue and engineering teams.
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm
I
the
don't
only
wanna go.
engineer you'll need.
But I promise Fireball I won't go too far. Yeah.
Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that? Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. Given how urgent this is, I'm sure she'll understand. And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, you'd be reliable help. Then let's go. You, take 2 people to Pavoyer restaurant. Find his room and watch it like a hawk until we get back.
Oh shit, okay.
If anything happens to Paimon, you'll be answering to me.
Wow.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
We have Fatui help. Rush to Svetloledovka. Oh boy, here we go. Oh no. We need a train. We need to use the train. So I assume we take this train here and go there. Is that how it works? West? Wait, the station is here, right? I see we can just teleport using the train. But this is not a train, right? This is a bridge. I assume this is a bridge. The train would be... I mean, this is a train. Can we just teleport? Sure. Our train is somehow here already, so open file. Hold on. You see, you can upgrade your weapons here, right? 45 rounds. Assemble. Full loadout effects. Okay.
It's about time we threw another tea party.
I still don't quite understand. We can only see what the weapons do. There's a remove button. I guess if you have more weapons for now. Observe. Oh, that's for the table here. Okay. And this is the ice communicator, yeah, so you can...
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, my lady.
You can just report it here. Okay, that'll be great.
Farewell, my lady.
We are supposed to leave the train and go there. We can just leave this place and... Excellent, Mora nearby. Where?
Huh?
I see the two circles. Well, not circles. There's Oculus somewhere up there. I see it. Is that a... Yeah, it's spinning. I see it. Okay. How do I get up from there? I mean, I can collect the data. Look down. Look down. What am I seeing? These interactions of messages can be helpful. But anyway, we are supposed to rush here for something. There's a way. Okay, I'm going to for the waypoint down there.
Yeah.
Your home. Okay, that's where I'm supposed to be. What's going on here? Let's see.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke.
It is
From
an
what I've been
emergency.
told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction. Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll evacuate the people around here as I go. Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
Damn, okay. Go to the scene of the incident. Rescue the trapped people. Pick up. What's this? Where's Paimon here? Okay. An invitation. Is this a world quest? Tied to goggles. That's a world quest stuff. Okay. Invitation to the ritual. That's a world quest.
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further.
Ooh, that sounds like it's Odette. You finally meet.
It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnaya. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go. Every second counts.
So are we playing extra trial character or yes? Okay. Oh, that I haven't built her because of, well, obviously I don't have materials. But she's level 90 with C3, I assume. Yeah. Signature weapon and this set. Triple crown. Great. So we can play, well, double cryo though, so there is no reaction. Go in here, sure.
Careful. Something's moving.
That's just light. What
This
the
must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent.
Why is the light? Is the light telling that there's movement? Oh, really?
Let's begin.
Stellar conduct. Oh, nice lah, the electro, so we can stellar conduct. Same with something. Let's go stellar conduct. Tutorial stellar conduct, I guess. Are these cameras? Starlight Prison. Waypoint.
Stay back!
Uh-oh, I see the shadow. Slimes! We are only seeing slimes. Wait, I'm Electro? Oh, Traveler Electro. Okay, I thought we were in double cryo. Well, that makes more sense.
Walls of the snowflakes.
What's with all the cameras here? I don't think those are cameras. I think those are just torches. It looks like cameras. Okay. Are we going down there? Oh gosh. How are we gonna get back up? Oh. It's not as deep as I thought though. Is this a weekly boss?
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move.
That's the monster? Ice Marauder. Use Electro. Oh shit, the music.
Halloween Thunder!
Okay. Oh, okay.
Witness the snow swan's grace. Ha-da-da.
That's also bad. Okay, there we go. What is that move?
Together.
Oh my gosh,
the
look at
snow
that
flakes.
HP damage. Okay, this is no joke enemy. This little monster is powerful. And I don't have a healer, well.
Let's begin.
Take this!
Just doing Stellar Conduct.
Together. Pirouette.
Okay, 200,000.
Thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route out. He and I will stay behind to watch the...
Thank you. Come on, let's go. This way.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat. Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled.
Yeah, it looks small,
It's a
but
ferocious beast.
it's not a simple enemy.
People are just food in its eyes. It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been
Don't
successfully evacuated.
underestimate
Time for us to leave.
small enemies, eh?
Wait, this place. There's something unusual about it.
Hmm? Is it this? Is that a Wait, is this where we get our weapon?
What is that?
I don't know.
Wait, we get the weapon from
It's back?
here?
Yes, it has family.
Yes, family. Oh no. Oh shit.
This way. Run!
So we just got the weapon from. Oh, where's that? Geo.
Thanks. Let's get out of here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. So that's how we got our weapon. Xaphane's blade. Origins is a mystery. Actual 5-star weapon. Actual free 5-star weapon. And we can't upgrade it normally, I heard. Yeah, there's no enhance. View enhancement. Complete the Archon quest to enhance. Okay, so I can't even level it up until I finish the Archon quest. So it's on the level 1 sword for now. Wait, let me see the description. When Traveler equips this, the attack will increase by 16%. And they will regenerate 3 elemental energy. Okay. And it's a crit rate weapon. Well, I was gonna say maybe I should put Odette in the team now, but we don't have much reaction to do. I mean, we don't have a healer. Plus, my Odette is not built, so that can wait lah. So we're going back to here.
Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. We also placed a sign at the entrance to the cave, warning people to stay away. You really held your own today. I still don't know your name. Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name. All right then. See you around.
And there's Androni.
Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
Performance,
She hasn't
yeah.
introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korolievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa.
Vodianitsa.
On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
The Fair Lady. Oh boy. Mention Vodianitsa, but not here yet. Okay.
She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... Never mind. There's no need to bring it up.
Yeah, don't bring it
No
up.
point making
I don't
things
think that's a
awkward.
good idea to bring it up. We shouldn't bring up anything about Rosaline.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment. Took me a little longer without Polonia's help.
Damn.
But the outcome is the same, of course.
Still cannot repair Polonia yet, huh?
Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget, then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and reached a compromise, we can move forward. That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes. Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that monster still at large. Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. There's no immediate threat to life, but still... It just feels like there should be a better way.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnograd. When did you get a new sword?
Oh yeah.
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for secondhand swords.
This is how it's always been. Everyone's got...
When we say we found it in a cave, it wasn't a sword even at first. It just became a sword. Oh, world quest I assume, or just If Paimon is suddenly here, that means this is not part of the quest. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can come back and do this later. I mean, can do it for a short while. Someone already gave a clue. Cube forward. You know what? Forward, you mean here? That was it. I didn't. That's not it either. Forward. Oh, this is a. Oh, I understand what this means. I didn't understand at first, but now I understand. It's an orthographic. So this is side view, top view, and okay. Top view is like this. Front view is like this. Side view is like this. Wait, the front view. Ooh, this is interesting. Hold on, this is like a question in one of those drawing things. Okay, I understand now. Hold on, I understand what must be done. Yeah. So it's supposed to shape like this, but at the side, I'm gonna delay this Archon quest. Am I? Front view, it should be that shape. That means it has to be up here. Okay, got it. It has to be one of those two. On the side view, it's on the right. Okay, I know. God damn it. It's here. God damn it. Wow. That didn't take long.
Reward on the road.
The forward doesn't help much. Okay, anyway, let's go back. Child? Oh, there he is.
Huh. Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real Big Shots put me through. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Snezhnaya Archon. How'd it go? Crisis averted?
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition to Project Snezhnaya, and the usual rebuttals are starting to ring hollow.
Growing opposition to Project Snezhnaya.
The results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle him.
Yeah. Obviously, if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent.
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound blunt,
Okay.
but may I?
It's so random for Traveler to speak up.
Huh? Of course, fire away.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Snezhnaya.
Yeah.
But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Oh, wow. All three.
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
Excuse him? What does he mean? Refuse to stand up for ordinary people?
Are you saying you guys don't know what's going on?
Oh my gosh. How does he dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where he's coming from.
Oh, he
If I
doesn't know
could,
as well.
I'd take your side right now.
Okay.
In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces. So I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital.
Okay.
I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there
Okay,
either.
so this affects it directly. Okay, yeah.
The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya. But she's thinking long term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuzha seems to be creating all sorts of issues for everyone.
Uh-huh.
But considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, these are sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know. But I promise it's not as black and white as it seems. Maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose Project Stuzha outright, but we're constantly raising our concerns in Vecha meetings.
Okay, I see. Understandable.
And even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying everything we can think of, and so is Pulcinella. I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about my homeland. And my family, who all live here. There's no way I would ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vecha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone wants to get through this period as smoothly as possible.
Oh, that understands. That clears up stuff, I guess.
The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under
not
the
everyone
present
will be
circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great look. But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just doing our best to make it work.
Okay.
In fairness to Sandrone, she rushed to Svetlana aid the moment she heard that people were in danger.
Yeah.
And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
Still have to know what exactly is something.
Hey, come on. There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her motives. Maybe you've heard already, but she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing these brutal blizzards. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present energy crisis. As laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking down this powerful monster. To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, why would she waste her time on something like this?
You forgot quite this otaku. Yeah, but fine, yeah.
Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to placate you. I've already done more than enough diplomacy for one day.
I still think this adventurer raises a very important point. Our two Harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vecha who must feel trapped and forced to vote against their conscience.
Yeah, okay, we see it.
I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we didn't know you so well.
Yeah, we see Project Stuzha as
forgive me, adventurer,
not a good
but
thing.
might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you can converse so openly with two Harbingers?
Well...
Oh, Haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I guess you're right. If we tell Odette right now, it might remind of what happened to Signora.
I've only learned his name so far, and no details of his experiences.
Okay.
Is something wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I think Odette's gonna know anyway, soon.
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
Oh no.
No, it's just... Alright, I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler,
well,
who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where... There was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Oh.
Oh no, she's not gonna like that.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine.
You gotta bring her, she's gonna have, how are we gonna say this?
Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up.
Yeah.
Please excuse me. I should get going.
Well, that's one way to bring up past.
I've mentioned this to you before, remember? She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. But they didn't actually get along. Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but... death has a way of resolving a lot of conflicts.
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. It's in the past now.
Long time ago, but... I mean... the past still hurts. Right?
Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Pavorier Restaurant. I got a couple of my people to look after her while we were gone.
Oh, right. Sorry to
It's
hear
only
that.
an hour in. I feel
Poor
like this is
thing.
longer than an hour.
Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold back then. Used to get ill all the time. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed, coughing. She was so mature for her age, though. Whenever someone came to visit her, she'd greet them with a smile and would never complain. I'm sure Paimon's a good kid, too. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable. They'll make sure Paimon can recover in peace.
Well, that would be great. Your people are more qualified.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
God damn. Oh yeah, the jester.
Already? That was quick.
He seemed to know who Paimon was.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. Even we're not in the loop.
Okay.
If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time.
Damn, okay. Everyone don't know where he goes. They thought he's
Well,
always in there.
I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some other work to catch up on at Glupov anyway.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. Things I want to do. And things I ought to do. To start with, I should ask Alosha if he knows any way to help Svietlo Lidovka.
Wow, so yeah, it sounds that clears up a lot on thinking the Fatui are just blindly supporting Seisano. It's not quite that.
It's a strange feeling.
But we can see how it is. Alright, go to zombie. Where is that? Near the statue.
How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord.
And what is this sword that we just got? It has something to do with the...
It's a very faint vibration.
We're gonna react it with the
as I
statue?
get closer to the statue of the seven.
Are we enhancing it from the statue, or we actually see how it's done? Okay.
Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does
is
is
that actually
vibrate,
the Sarisa?
even when I touch it.
All it does is vibrate even when I touch.
That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary.
Something to do with
Maybe
Stella.
I should try channeling the power of Cryo.
Are we actually use the power cry on the statue?
There really is something special about this sword.
Enhance phase blade. So that's how we enhance it. Okay. I mean, I was told on how this works a bit. The travel journey far to foreigners offers system. So now we are level 20. Okay. Minor fixes unlocked. So we need to unlock another statue to go to 40, and then I assume 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Locked behind exploration, which is good. That means we have to explore to get it max. We can't just max everything instantly.
I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure this sword just got a little more powerful.
Yeah, it became level 20.
I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the seven. In the meantime, I'd better go find Alosha.
Nice. Okay. Interesting sword. Plus the name has Phanis on its name. Phanis. Oh. Do we need a construct for this? How do we... Which one launches you above? I forgot which one is that. Sign. Ah, missed it. There you go. Interesting. There's a chest nearby. There is. We don't have a compass. Oh my gosh, this thing is going to make me search around stuff more often now. With all these messages from others. I want to search for this chest. But I don't want to waste too much time looking for it. Okay, I found the Oculus, but... You know what? I'll look for it later. Let's just find Alosha. I'll probably find it somewhere. Oh! Instead of this. going down there. Okay, I guess we just have to walk there. There's a waypoint there anyway. Seed can plant those. Zolni. So this is Zolni. Looks like a game here. Okay.
Hello there. How can I help? Ah, sure thing. Give me a second. I'll go.
Wait, Alosha's here. That's the torch, isn't it?
It's a familiar story. I've had similar experiences. It's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresnik Crystal from Stratomeros will start flowing in. When we resolve Stratomeros' energy issue, it's like we open the floodgates. A huge backlog of Crystal is now available to the townspeople. A lot of them will probably stockpile it and slowly work their way through. Exactly. At the current prices, hey boss, how much do I have left in my account?
1 second, let me check. So, you're planning on buying the crystal out of your own pocket?
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little extra and buy as much as I can afford. No, it's fine. You're new to Snezhnaya, and you have your own living expenses to worry about.
Here's your Mora. See what you can find at the market.
Yeah, well, can't hurt to take a look. Let's see. Huh?
Odette. What's she doing here?
Oh, Alosha, and...
hello again.
Hello.
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
I didn't realize that you two know each other.
Yeah, I take on some odd jobs in the city to supplement my hunting income. Sometimes I work as a cleaner or prop hand at the theater where Odette is one of the big stars, so I've met her a few times. When the weather's as bad as this, it's better for a hunter to adapt than to keep looking for game.
Yes, and we sometimes need extra help.
Wait, why is the atmosphere so awkward? I thought things went pretty smoothly in Sviatlo-Lidovka. So, what brings you here, Miss Odette? Looking for some new props?
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Sviatlo-Lidovka. So I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do. You too, I presume. I suppose that's why you're here. I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui like me don't even know what Project Stuzha is all about. Without knowing the full picture, I can't make sense of it. And at some point, if things aren't making sense to me, I can't just keep going along with it.
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something, but all kinds of reservations hold them back. Explains why groups like the Rokot are springing up to fill the gap.
Like Rokot. Exactly.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that. The Fatui does not encourage their activities.
Right, because things can get out of hand, and it's hard to hold the right people accountable when they do. I've heard about a few cases like that.
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuzha is really about. Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that. There may be more to the story.
What's on your mind? I think we can both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision, so no hard feelings. So, what's your plan?
Oh, we were gonna buy some crystal.
Okay.
I heard there's some on the market right now.
Funny. I had the same idea. In that case, let me pay. The real issue here is that government relief is behind schedule. Surely it makes more sense for the state to cover these costs than for us to pay out of our own pocket.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
No. There. Yes.
Let me see. I'll take it all, please. And I'll be needing a receipt. Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category, but be sure to specify emergency rescue operation in the description. Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Kresnik Crystal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour before departure.
Okay.
That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination by Fatui guards.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette. It seems you're as skilled an officer as you are a dancer.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
What's wrong? Who's Paimon?
Oh, yes, it.
His travel buddy.
Yeah.
Hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got to Snezhnaya.
Sounds like she's important to you. I can't believe you've been dealing with this on top of everything you've been doing to help the people of Snezhnaya.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she's doing.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlo-Laidovka. Plus, I know a little bit about relieving...
All right, then.
Okay. Hopefully this won't go awkward anymore.
I still don't know what the deal is between these two.
Yeah.
At least the tension seems to have vanished.
That's a good sign.
A good sign, hopefully.
We don't want the tension to stay. Beware of the obstacles. Okay, then I'll just not go this way. Just in case, I'll just teleport. I assume we got another hour to go, because I heard this like 4 hours long per our conquest, per Act 1, right? Act 1 and Act 2. So hopefully we can finish Act 1.
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room.
You must be child.
Can I help you?
People. Or is it...
What happened?
Are you Tatagras guys?
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the Traveler? Could I take a quick look at your Adventurer Handbook? Master Child said I should verify your identity.
Nice. We never see the book.
Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience.
So these three are the guards.
We're under strict orders from Master Child to keep this room well guarded. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant.
Nice.
In plain clothes, of course. Rest assured, you're in safe hands.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong. Anyway, I won't keep you
having the
any longer.
Harbingers
Please, head inside.
as our friends really makes feel safe, huh? In Snezhnaya. We have guards everywhere. Well, she's floating.
Alicia, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point.
God damn it.
Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that doctor was right. It's just... Paimon's limbs are still feeling a little chilly.
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting? And how does the fire keep on burning?
All keen observations. You're right.
Core Ignis.
This is called Core Ignis.
I've heard that before.
Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Awesome! Wow! It's so nice and warm! Oh, it's like magic. Your name was Odette, right? How did you two meet again?
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet? No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip.
Well, we got a lot of information, but nothing that's considered confidential. I want to look into this road card. Oh.
The Rokad, huh?
Yeah, they might know, unless they just blindly. I mean, like what the Fatui says, right? But we want to see what actually is going on. Yeah.
Let me think. Members of the Rokad keep their true identities hidden, but I think there might be someone I can introduce you to.
Someone in the Fatui in the first the last when I played when we know about the roll card said, "Are you actually a hunter?" And then they reminded of the roll card. Alosha, are you part of the roll card?
Leave it with me. Meet me at the Korolyevsky troop tomorrow, and I'll tell you how it goes.
Because you said we want to meet with the roll card. I wonder if Alosha is actually part of the roll card.
Would anyone like a drink? I'm gonna head to the bar.
Hi,
Might be wrong.
Maybe some hot milk? Yeah. Paimon's in the mood for something warm.
That's actually good. When you're sick, just drink something warm. Don't drink cold drinks. That's what I learned.
Enough with the secret chat, you two. Let's catch up properly in a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today. It'll be kind of like tabletop troop. No reason why listening to a story can't be an adventure.
Okay. Snezhnaya Adventure Journal rewards available. How do we click U again? I don't know what's the button. Alright, and Paimon goes back to bed. Okay. Oh, you're still here.
Hello again. Please rest assured, we'll keep a close watch on this place.
Nice. Charles' bodyguards are all around. So yeah, I've already explored this area already. This is the owner, huh?
Coming up.
Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can buy any recipes from any of you guys, but I don't think you are. Yeah. only from this guy, from this one.
If there's anything you need.
Alright, I guess we'll just rest till the following day. I'll just rest here. Wait, we can just press V. Yep. Time skip. Not a skip, time skip. God damn it. Okay. Paimon's up.
The boss is gonna give Paimon a copy of the latest newspaper to read. That should keep Paimon entertained.
Okay. I doubt you have a different voice.
Hello again.
Yeah, no, okay. The boss, huh? Go to Kolevsky Theater. Can we just teleport there? Oh, we haven't opened it yet. Okay. Well, let's just take a walk. I hope I can finish this within an hour because I'm running out of time again. Like I say, I don't have 4 hours of game time. 4 hours non-stop, that is. So it's this way, huh? The only time I can play 4 hours non-stop would be on a Sunday. So I want to at least finish Act 1. And then maybe on a Sunday I'll finish Act 2. Another guy resting on the floor. Is this the same guy? We saw one already. Is this the same one? Another drum blocking the way. It's the same guy. Alright, let's use elemental this time. I guess it doesn't matter if you're elemental or not, huh? There must be some world quest for that, huh? This is a viewpoint. Okay, yeah, I've been to the theater as well. So I've seen this room, this area.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with Oroka. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on pleasure.
Are we gonna see
Please
Odette
present
and
yourself for a
Vojanitsa?
routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations.
Who are you? That must be part of the rock art.
Is that guy with the Fatui? Looks like he's waiting for something.
Okay, this is that guy. I don't think he's rock art.
Okay, all done.
Yeah, it might be with the
Thank you for
Fatui.
your cooperation. Please proceed through to the theater.
And he must be playable too. I missed the Oculus.
Everything okay?
Well, it's gonna be strict security most places, huh?
Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here. Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard here. You saw him,
Oh,
right?
that guy, huh?
The guy right at the back. Strong
So
and
it's a Fatui
silent type.
Armory Palace guard.
His name's Valery.
Valerie, yes, that's his name. Okay.
He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya.
I only ever see him here for one thing, to look for a guy named Mitya. Well... Mitya, the key individual entrusted to his protection, appears to share neither conviction. Uncanny ability to pinpoint Mitya's location.
Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite places to hang out when he's playing hooky from work, but that's not for us to worry about.
Well, it's gonna be important probably.
What do you think? Pretty impressive, huh?
Yep. Again, this is my second time seeing this place. Reminds me of the Opera Epic Class, exactly. That my thoughts exactly.
Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Never seen it for myself, though. Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
Are you suspicious?
If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
How rude.
What's his problem?
Yeah.
Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later.
Vodyanitsa.
She's the lead singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa.
Oh shit. The prima donna, a mysterious Uzaka. Water Im's heart is singing. She's an imp. Water imp. Oh shit. Wow. Okay.
This leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us. Vodyanitsa will be waiting for us there.
So Vodyanitsa is part of this rock. Is Vodyanitsa one of them? There are multiple rooms here.
Hey there, excuse me.
Can you believe it? I'm so mad right now. Come in.
Okay.
Oh, it's you
Oh,
two.
Dad. Yeah, it was just
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking about?
Actually, yes.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the moody factory owner. Oh, I remember it so clearly.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought him here to see the show. And when it finished, he was full of praise for Vodyanitsa's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck. See if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is there for.
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want.
Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat.
Well, that isn't exactly why we're here, right?
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you. And so do I. You did the right thing in Svietloladovka.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. Unlock the door.
Yeah. I understand now because she is part of the Rokat. Oh, that doesn't need to know
of course.
this. Yeah.
The Rokat is very strict on that.
So, Alosha, you are also part of the Rokat.
Whoa, Alosha! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here!
Yeah, so, okay, yeah. So, I guess he was, like, we say we want to meet up with the Rokat and you got information on that. That means you are part of it.
Relax, I've taken care of it. Look at this.
The president's reply sent this morning. Wait, so he's been approved to join?
The president's reply sent this morning.
You told me last night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokat. Unfortunately, Rokat intel is only available to members.
Yeah, and we got information on Rokat because you are a Rokat.
But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and your motives. Everything about you is perfectly in alignment with what we're trying to achieve in the Rokat. So I figured I might as well cut to the chase. I wrote a letter to the president explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly.
His approval.
Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect
you're
your
both
choice.
members.
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to worry about you blowing our cover. Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance, was that just because Odette was here? Did you actually mean it? Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, the Rokat is a covert organization, and we hide our identities. Members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. This helps us maintain a high level of independence and secrecy.
But you do know that Vojanitsa is one of them.
Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without constraints, so long as the outcome of any activity doesn't violate the organization's principles.
After all, we don't have any ostensible contact with each other. This way, if anything goes wrong, no one else will be implicated.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate, it's also your choice whether to act at all. We have plenty of members who have yet to take any action. In short, joining the Rokat in and of itself won't place any restrictions on your activity in Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to go around doing evil, you'll be fine.
Okay, I see how Rokat works.
I tried reading it 5 or 6 times.
God damn it.
Never made it all the way through. Even the most lackluster script makes for more interesting reading.
Sounds good.
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application form.
We actually...
Be right back.
Okay. I mean, for now we need to know what... Yeah. Since you keep our identity secret, how come you two know each... Yeah. Maybe you already crossed paths?
Well, Alosha has this pet dog, you see. His name's Tagarin. And this one time, Alosha brought him backstage. Tagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit and fed him some treat. Then, the Rokat was out on a mission one day. And even though we were all in disguise, Tagarin recognized me right away.
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though, to avoid dealing with the fallout.
So, basically, you're not supposed to meet up, but somehow you two found out that you two are the same Rokat members.
Like... my job at the theater, for instance. I really needed to make ends meet. By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in? Did everything go okay with Chuganov?
Oh yeah, you were angry about something?
Everything did not go okay. That's why I was so mad. I tried to make some small talk with him before I went on stage to fish for intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant, but he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said, he kept dodging the question, and then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate seat in the stalls because he usually gets a private box. I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, He sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out. I had to...
Yeah, meeting Chuganov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience.
I didn't mean to skip that line. Okay.
Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you?
Chuganov.
Chuganov was that older guy you
Oh,
were
that
sitting
guy,
next to
that
today.
rude guy.
I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
That guy, exactly.
To the citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss.
Okay.
But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not even grateful, now he's acting like I've sold him short this time. Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets.
Wow.
And another thing, if
okay.
he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while? I've never seen them here, not even once.
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard way. But first things first. Here's your application form.
Alright. Oh, yeah, we actually had to fill up the form. Oh my god, we actually okay. What? I've seen this form. So this form is for the roll card. Octavia. I mean, Primogen. What is all this? What is race Primogem? Why? Why is that a thing? My code name within the organization. Code name, okay. Wayfarer, Chess Mimic, Seamount Abyss. The 12. Yeah. The 12 Harbinger. Lord of the 7 Calamities. Wow. The 12. Reason is Mom told me to keep. What are these? Okay. I need a part-time job. I'm here to play and this. I think the rock art is cool. I want to ordinary people. Huh? Oppose. Well, we kinda oppose, but even the Fatui have their reasons. We don't know what Project Stuja is, right? I think the rock cut is cool. I'm here to put on to this organization. I need a part-time job. I've told me to give it a try. Like, we kinda oppose, but we don't know the full truth of Stuja, whatever, right? I'll say this lah. Okay, there you go.
Looks like I'll need to make a few little tweaks here and there. But other than that, you're good to go. We'll hold on to this for you.
It's probably the 12 or something. The rest is normal, right?
All right. Now that we're officially Rokat comrades, I can tell you, Chuganov is the target of our current operation.
Chuganov, okay.
Recently, we've done some recon work at the Eastpro manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit. All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Vetcha.
That way, the Kresny Crystal can be allocated to where it's needed most.
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats, but he's too tight-lipped. I'm meeting another regular theater goer tonight, Mitya.
Mitya. Yeah, that's another name.
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya, so he may end up being a no-show.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri. or he wouldn't be showing up on time for every performance. Mitya is a renowned energy expert. Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive energy consumption at the plant, we can accidentally let the information slip to him. The authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts raising questions about energy use at the Iskra manufacturing plant, there will be a proper investigation. Also,
I wonder if
we're not allowed on
is
site,
listening in.
but he has clearance. So all we need is his cooperation.
We're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. He might know the inside story.
Yeah, so that's the other thing we're trying to figure out. Though I think we're far less likely to make any progress on that front. Still, I hear that Mitya is a bit of a chatterbox. So, who knows? Maybe if we catch him in the right mood, he'll let something slip.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Okay, in that case, you guys find a seat somewhere nearby. Pretend you're a couple of buddies there to eat, and keep your ears peeled for useful information. He's a huge fan, so I doubt he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
Perfect! You've sold me already. Now, help me tidy this room up a bit before we head out.
Okay. What needs tidying?
Everything!
Well, it's just a few papers fallen down. That's not so bad. Well, it's cleaned up already. Go to the same restaurant? Yeah, go back there. Okay, great. I mean, there's still child's guards there. Are they still there? Because Paimon... Is Paimon still here?
We come here often, so we shouldn't stand out.
Yeah.
Now, it's up to Vodyanitsa. Let's see how the conversation goes.
Ah, this is Mitya.
Mr. Mitya! Over here! Over here!
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned.
Cool. Isn't he the one that people say he's like the law guy or something?
Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for another afternoon when you have more time.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up. I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
What was that?
It's very kind of you to make time
Yeah,
just
what was
for
his
me.
scarf?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya's full of weird and wonderful things like that, so people tend not to bat an eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey and Paimon.
Yeah, I guess.
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
His scarf more than makes up for it.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow. Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
Thank you! I'm delighted to hear that. Could you give me any specific examples?
Why do I feel like I've heard this Vodyanitsa voice before? From somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is this?
The piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River?
Why are you covering Is he gonna accidentally speak something?
Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance.
I think the scarf is trying to make sure he doesn't say something that maybe it's not supposed to. Is that what it is?
I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song.
So the
But the more
scarf
you
is
listen,
the problem, yeah.
the more you realize that
Making him
it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down into
Actually,
it,
I saw
there's
that,
a certain
that
level
scarf
where you're
image
surprised
before.
by the emergence of hope.
Risa shared it as a no spoiler please with his image of the scarf.
Wow, I'm
So
impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that angle after
another
talking
minute.
with the composer.
It's already 2 hours in, so this should end soon.
Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
Oh?
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Almost every time.
Oh. Well then, let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from the Mountain Sparrow.
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Oh. But,
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
Of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troop members before the show started. You, Odette, and the others.
Yeah?
So, what did Odette sing today?
They're really interrogating him if he remembers what they sing.
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. I see. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program next time.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. It always sparks some inspiration for my research. So whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling in my notebook right away. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire show had finished.
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I missed your performance.
Oh.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
Why are you nervous suddenly?
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance. This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already falling apart.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's hearts, right? Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't bother me.
No, it does bother you.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually all ears.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Fair enough. I still feel kind of bad though.
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh, yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show.
I think you're talking about you.
What's wrong? You look furious.
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor.
Oh,
but he
shit.
always demands the same privileges as actual investors.
We're bringing up him now.
Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage
Thank
to steer
goodness.
the conversation back on track.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for guys like that. What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on. Yet he even wants to get his greedy hands on them just to boost his own profits. If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too?
What? So it's really true?
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire.
So you heard it's a rumor, but nothing more information about it?
The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster? I didn't realize he cared that much.
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly unfair.
That's true. That's unfair.
Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible.
Okay.
I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the Rooster a Fae himself?
I mean, that was quite obvious.
I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going there.
We're finally getting some...
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed, he might just let something slip.
Go on.
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm and not elemental energy.
A brand new energy source.
Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins.
Oh shit. Power contained within stellar linchpins. Well, basically everyone that can do stellar reactions.
But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion.
Harnessing that power requires enormous Kresnik crystal.
Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people staring into space as if in a trance.
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for...
Uh-oh, I think he realized. Oh, no, it's the scarf.
Okay, I got it. Stop choking me.
The scarf.
Sorry.
Damn it.
I can't talk about that.
It's used for something, but the scarf blocks.
I think we're all just exhausted.
Fuck.
We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Yeah, because not been told on what are they actually doing.
Seems like I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have gotten so mad at you for not paying attention during the show.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position.
Yeah.
At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scarf, man.
Censored by a scarf.
Censored by
Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my time is up. I'm afraid I have to leave.
What element are you? I'm a little confused. I thought this was the vision or stellar linchpin or whatever, but
I'm so sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able to focus more on the performance.
Okay.
We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
That could have gone worse.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry to leave, though?
Uh-oh, I see. It's
sorry,
Valerie.
Routine inspection.
Yeah, Valerie's looking for Mitya, I guess. That makes sense. That's why he ran. Yeah, he's looking for Mitya. What timing, huh?
Okay, let's go.
Why is he always on the hunt for
So he
Mitya?
wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes. That's frighteningly accurate.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedules.
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me, check please.
We'll settle our check too, then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check before leaving.
Oh, wow. What
He
a
also
gentleman.
asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her two friends.
And her two friends? Does that mean Mitya knows that we two were actually...
Wait.
How?
So he knew we were here all along? This
We were
raises
even
a lot
hiding.
of questions. Did he deliberately mention the new energy source so that we'd overhear it?
I mean, the scarf already blocked, but yeah.
Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy.
Interesting.
I guess that's the next thing to look into.
Okay.
Vodyanitsa and Alosha have left.
Call it a day. Alright. They're still here. I guess Paimon is still here too, yep.
Here pretty early today. Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. Still, there's some good news. Paimon thinks she might have figured out the source of the problem.
You figured out why you're sick?
It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never felt this way before during any of her travels.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's even Dragon Spine was fine, right? So it's not just suddenly a weakness to cold or something, no?
She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
This new energy source is affecting you?
Could that have something to do with this?
What is it? You're making that face again. You know, the one you get whenever you have a light bulb moment?
Okay.
So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think That might be why Paimon's feeling unwell?
But why is that? I have a theory already.
Well, Miku denied that the energy they're researching has any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory. And even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's.
This power you mentioned, can you sense where it's coming from?
It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell.
You can sense?
But, if anything, it seems like it's coming from roughly the same direction as the Armory Palace. Sure, Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The robot only has a limited amount of intel.
Yeah, the Veshi have.
Oh, great point! They argue about Project Snezhnaya every day. If we could sit in on one of their sessions, good idea! Oh yeah, while you were out, Paimon tried all the yummiest looking desserts in the Podforia restaurant. This one seemed right up your alley. So, Paimon saved some for you. Come try it once you finish writing your letter.
Butter toast? Okay. Wait until 2 days later. And Paimon's back to bed. We are still in Act 1. We're not done with Act 1 yet, so that's just progress today. It's already 1 o'clock. Oh no. I'm gonna be late again. Like, I hope this finishes soon. I don't want to make this into part 3 for Act 1. Alright, come on, let's finish this.
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vecha.
Okay, we can.
But he can arrange for us to attend as visitors.
We can.
Time to get ready.
But
then head to the Snezhnaya Vecha.
Alright. The Vecha. Also, I've been in there. I commented when in co-op. I say it looks like the parliament. It's literally where the politics are, right? So, the Snezhnaya Vecha. Oh, Vodyanicza's here.
Ah, Miss Vodyanica, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vecha?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanica. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
No interviews. Oh, we're going to see this. Are we going to see the jester as well? Because probably this is the Vecha. Shortly after take a seat, the meeting of the Snezhnaya Vecha begins. Discussions on whether to extend Project Snezhnaya are saved until the end. As the rooster Pulsinella shares the dull, lifeless room suddenly becomes animated. Oh boy, here we go. There's the room.
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing. The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster.
Okay.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. we should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively. A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
Why does it keep getting noisier in here? Is this Pantalone saying?
They cover
No,
the same old
it's just
ground
us.
every
Okay.
single time.
I was like, wait, why?
The rooster
Where are
never
we?
seems
Okay.
to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it.
They cover the same old ground every single time. Okay.
There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
I've been meaning to ask, why are you still here and why are you acting so charming?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Order!
God damn it.
We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
So, I guess the role... Wait.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of
child.
treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd.
Yeah. That's why it was so low.
It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Yeah, there's already starting to have backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative.
That's the same line.
You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation?
Treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. What about when the equipment used in production breaks down? When it breaks down, well, okay.
And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort.
Anti-Project Stuja cohort.
Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Wow.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrader struck back with style and a war of words ensued.
What is this? You don't have to do that.
Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
What? Child raised some issues that need addressing. Regrader's rebuttal makes sense. I want to say the first one, but Regrader makes sense too. It's just
the people have spoken. Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrader onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue.
Yes.
So surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
This is literally, he's literally Northland Bank part, so...
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Arapov.
Oh,
okay.
Please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks.
Okay.
But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution.
Okay.
The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words. With the notorious Lelek still active to this day,
where did you get Rokot from?
Should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
With the notorious Lelek still active to this day. Yeah, where did you get Rokot as responsible? No, who is this Lelek?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions.
Oh, so Pantalone is blaming Rokot, the ones that are extremists, or something. Taking no responsibility for actions.
As for Lelek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
Okay. Yeah, it's literally like a party. Political party, what the fuck?
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
This is a little extreme. Hard to say, I suppose there's more to his story. I can say,
Despite a handful of detractors among the audience, the people overwhelmingly support Lelek. We stand with Lelek!
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Snezhnaya report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insight.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Using local data to determine crystal quotas.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers.
And now you're yawning.
Today, the prima donna of the Korylevsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd in the company of a dashing young man. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
God damn it. Covers everything from energy to healthcare, technology, and industry. All parties take the opportunity to express their stance on Project Snezhnaya. You ignore me, wrote no she carries writing on the sentence report. You start to feel that reading the news from her might actually be more interesting than being here in person. Well...
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out!
Oh. That's the guy earlier, yeah.
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Snezhnaya total 61%, securing a clear majority.
It's not 2/3. It's more than 50 is a majority. Okay, so it's a majority vote.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
They're really trying to save Project Snezhnaya from not extending. They want it to extend. It's very important.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Oh.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Well, they're all mentioning Lelek in their minds, as in the Rotor, but Chuganov also.
Yes, go Lelek. Once Project Snezhnaya is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Snezhnaya will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all...
I understand, next Vecha period means the next meeting like this.
We debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
Okay. Wow. That's one hell of a session.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chuganov to vote against Project Snezhnaya.
Because...
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Snezhnaya is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit. I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vetcha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
It's a choice between reducing production and stopping entirely.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Snezhnaya. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped.
Lelek?
Yeah, no one knows why Lelek is so obsessed with ending Project Snezhnaya, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lelek must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Snezhnaya. Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
All right. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
Ah, the two of you.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast. Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that. Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
I learned about some guy called Lelek.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
Anonymous nobody from the Rokot. I want to find out if Snezhnaya is okay if I start digging around.
Huh? You want to look into Lelek? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lelek, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let him in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly.
Okay.
Sharing is caring after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelek. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
Just grab the files on Lelek. Okay.
As you command, child, sir.
So we just get the files on Lelek. We just get it from him, okay?
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
Don't be surprised if Lelek is someone playable.
One common thread among the many incidents Lelek has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly,
what if
he must have threatened them in some way. His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind.
We haven't seen
But
Noi
neither
yet.
the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity.
Infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. Nah, I don't think that.
So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelek slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far. It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time. So they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye.
Oh, so they think it's a Faye.
Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet. Careful, don't underestimate me. Although truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. Faye, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability, but few
Someone
would have the
stronger,
motive.
Sartaglia, and more meticulous. No way, this Noya. I mean, he's the only person that's kind of mysterious here.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
These guys are stronger than you, man. New Villette and Skirk, yeah, definitely. Yeah. A little weaker than you? Nah. Yeah, I can literally mention New Villette.
Oh, you hit me right where it hurts. I'll admit, he's strong and meticulous.
I want to see what happens
by
with
this. Can we at
this
least limit this to candidates who have something to do with Snezhnaya?
He's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing. In my
Okay, I want to see
anyway.
later if I pick Skirt, what would he say? Alright, yeah, let's take it down. How about Odette as a reference point? She's someone we all know and I've seen her in action.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example at least.
What if it is Odette? Wait, that would be a twist. Like, we make sure Odette doesn't listen because the two Rokot are ni, but Odette is actually the... No way.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate
No
that
way.
assumption.
Wait. This...
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Odette?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when. So she could choose the perfect time to act.
It might be.
Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory? Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuzha?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
she
where's
isn't back
Arlecchino? I
yet.
thought we can expect her here too.
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuzha. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project. That was back before it had been named Project Stuzha,
Damn,
when
even a
things were
father?
still being worked out.
He
But in
lost
essence, it's
Rosaline.
remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
Even you didn't know about this?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the
all
surface,
training.
it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth
she's
is
both
quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief.
Her mother was
She
in a
broke her
wheelchair.
leg during a performance and could never dance again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Oh.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory, a possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about.
I guess we just have to get close to Odette again.
Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
Snezhnaya actually wanted to mend her relationship.
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket.
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations. But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what.
I've actually seen it several times before. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least, but when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Damn. We actually got a lead on who Lelik might be. And it's not who I expected. I expected it's a character we don't even know yet. But it might be just someone we didn't think it was. Is it not done yet? I thought we'll end Act 1 by now. It's already, including 1.5 hours from last video. This should be 4 hours in already. I haven't had my lunch yet. It should be ending soon. Okay, don't worry, because Act 2 on Sunday I'll have a lot more time to play. Alright. This probably will end Act 1 after going back to Paimon again, I guess, I assume.
Sounds like you made a ton of
Yep,
progress
a
today.
lot of progress this time.
Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
Even if she wouldn't admit,
Either
yeah.
way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person.
Yeah, I don't see
She might
Lelik
have
as a
done some
bad
pretty
person too.
extreme
But
things,
but
but Paimon
it
bet she
seems
has her
Lelik does
reasons.
the extreme things, yeah. She has her reasons, probably, yeah.
Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right? So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least. Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead. No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now. Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
But hey, last Paimon speaking actually feels a little, well, how to say, at least the Paimon talk is not during important parts. Maybe that feels alright.
Guess it's just one of those things.
Yeah, just one of those
Never
things.
mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
If Odette is Lelik, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
Act 1 complete. Okay. Tomorrow, oh, not really tomorrow. I'm gonna be playing this 2 days later. Not really tomorrow. But okay, that was Act 1. That's a lot of lore. I would say it's nothing really interesting. It's just getting more information on Project Stuja, understanding what it is, meeting more of the Fatui Harbingers. Well, we get to see Child and Sandrone again. They are helping us out. Okay, can't wait to play the next one, but I have to wait till it's on the weekend. Right, that's it for this video. Yeah, this is 3 hours, so it's 4 hour plus for Act 1. But I heard Act 2 is gonna be longer. Oh boy. Right, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.